Derrick behind his back, and he drives and scores.
Oh, my goodness. Counter on this guy. Woo, he got lost.
Rose jets in and touch the ball. My.
Get out the way. Wow, move. Get out the way.
Good defense. Lead pass. Rose.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Do not do him like that. What are you doing, Dragons? Did you not get the memo? Derrick Rose can go upstairs. Woo!
Yo, what is good, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video. Today we are turning back the clock to 2011. We are going to be rebuilding the Chicago Bulls. All right, we're going to be winning Derrick Rose a title. Derrick Rose is never going to get hurt. Hopefully, in this rebuild, 95 overall, 22 years old. This is one of the best teams, one of the best younger teams too in the NBA at this time. You can go around and we can see the Cavs just had lost LeBron. Celtics still have KG and those guys. Zach Randolph. Ooh, the Grit and Grind Grizzlies over here. Mike Conley as well. LeBron and the Heatles are over here. Then we see Chris Paul over there. And we can go over here to the Lakers as our last team, Kobe over there. So we're going to be rebuilding this team and winning Derrick Rose a ring. Here we are in year one. We're just going to sim all the way until the trade deadline. I remember this team growing up. It was a very good team. We probably won't have very much of a problem winning Derrick Rose a ring. We start off 8-1 here. So, Joakim Noah goes down with a broken nose. We'll just let the CPU handle that. He can sit out maybe for a little bit. But we'll catch you guys at the trade deadline. We're at the trade deadline. We're 45-6. Wow, this team is very good. I don't think we're going to have a problem winning a ring. We do have to go up against the LeBron James and Miami Heat. So that is going to be a difficult challenge for us. And the West is always going to be stacked over there. But let's go out and check out some of these players' stats here. D Rose averaging 31 and 7. Wow, this is fantastic. Boozer's averaging 20 and 1. Noah's going 12 and 15 rebounds. And then Luol Deng's also averaging 20. Then we see Kyle Korver over there averaging 10 on 50% three-point percentage. Wow. Scalabrini's also on this team, not doing much, playing 6 games. Kurt Thomas. This was right after his year with the Bucks. Okay, I remember him. On Milwaukee. Went to TCU. Keith Bogans, CJ Watson. Keith Bogans was on the team for 1 year. Wow. Okay. So this is the player stats. We are 45-6. I know you guys can't see because of my camera up there, but we are first in the conference and first in the power rankings. Let's go over to the All-Star game and see. Oh, actually, you know what? Would you like to stop simulating? No, we're not gonna make any moves at all. I like the team where it's at. We're 46-6. Why would we risk ruining anything? But let's go and check out the All-Stars. We get D Rose as a starter and no one else on the All-Star team, but that is okay. D Rose is out there repping Chicago, and he's going to bring home a ring to his city. Joakim Noah, wow, 87 overall. Let's just sim over here to actually, let's go check out some of the contract extensions, and then we'll sim to the end of the season. We're not going to bring Scalabrine. So here we are at the end of the season. We did finish first in the conference. LeBron James wins MVP. Blake Griffin's Rookie of the Year. Wow, what a throwback. That's awesome. Manu Ginobili, 6th man. Tim Duncan, Depoy. Most improved goes to Jeff Teague. And Stephen Carter, the coach of the Bulls. Us, 69-13. wins Coach of the Year. That's awesome. And then we win Executive of the Year as well. D Rose makes it on All NBA first team. We see Josh Smith on All NBA second team. DeMarcus Cousins as well. Monte Ellis, what a throwback. This is awesome right before he goes to Milwaukee. 27 a game. Wow. It's also a pretty good pull right there. Westbrook on defensive first team. John Wall. Maybe we should team up John Wall and D Rose. That'd be awesome. Probably not though. John Wall rebuild would be pretty cool with the Wizards there. Maybe a 10-year or a 5-year rebuild on that one. All rookie first team. We see some cool names here. Paul George. Jeff Adrian. I believe he was a real NBA player. I'm pretty sure. Eric Bledsoe. So that's pretty cool to see there. And we are the number 1 seed taking on the New York Knicks. But before we do that, let's check out our stats. D Rose ends up averaging 31 and 7. Bruisers at 20 and 11. Noah averages 15 boards. And then Dang is still hurt. Just keeps on getting hurt. 19 points per game though. CJ Watson ups his average to 10 off the bench. So we had a very successful season. Let's sim game 1, win. Game 2, win. No surprise, we're just going to simulate one more game. Keith Bogans goes down with a torn hamstring. We win that. We don't want to sim the whole playoffs. That was almost bad. Win game 1. We're going to simulate the round. Just have that much confidence in this team. So we win. We're taking on the Miami Heat. Let's see if they made any moves. D-Wade, Joel Anthony up there. No moves. Eddie House is on the team at all. Jamal Maglor. Oh, there's some pulls right here. But yeah, no moves really at all. I don't think there was any at all. So let's sim game. They win game 1. Come on, we got to take game 2. Let's go. We take game 2 at home. We go to Miami and take game 3 and game 4. We'll probably win in 5. Yes, we will. And we're taking on the Spurs. Let's see who they have. They have Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. This was the year. It was the Heat versus Spurs. Is that George Hill? Yes, that is. If anyone knows, I hate George Hill. Absolutely hate George Hill. I don't know. He just cost us so many games as a Buck in the playoffs. Matt Bonner's over here as well. Antonio McDyess. Wow, some names. And you also see Alonzo G. I used to like him a lot. So let's simulate. We both win in 5 games. We win game 1, win game 2. Are we gonna sweep them? Win game 3, and Derrick Rose wins the Bulls their first ring since Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, averaging 28 and 10, taking home Finals MVP. Derrick Rose brings his city a championship. That is awesome. Let's go over here in a year 2. Let's see some of these guys who retire. We got Shaq, Juwan Howard, J. Kidd, Kurt Thomas. Wow, some names. Grant Hill's over here. I thought that was Ersan Ilyasova. Wow. Some crazy pulls. Fabricio Alberto. Shaq gets retired, goes into the Hall of Fame, as well as J. Kidd. All right, we'll see you guys at the NBA draft. The draft lottery. We're probably picking last. Yes, we are. We don't have any other picks either. Let's just make sure we have our head coach. Yes, Stephen Carter's not bad. And let's go into the NBA draft here. Trying to remember, is this the Kemba draft? Not sure, but we're going to sim all the way to the 30th pick and make our selection. We're not going to take any looks. Yeah, but this is the year they went with Mirotic, and it wouldn't be a bad ad for us. Lenny McCartney, Dino Bosniak from Croatia. Probably going to go with a real guy here. Zoran Dragic is here. Corey Joseph But yeah, we probably are gonna. Yeah, we are gonna go with Nikola Mirotic here, and let's make a second round selection. Not too much later. Let's go with the Zoran Dragic. Why not? From Slovenia. Goran Dragic's little brother. Isaiah Thomas goes number 1 in this redraft over Kawhi Leonard and Jimmy Butler, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson. Wow, he went number 1 over a lot of good NBA players. So we'll catch you guys at the beginning of year 2. We do keep Derrick Rose on a $6.9 million deal. We can make this team actually really good. Sorry, we're not going to catch you guys at the beginning of year 2 quite yet. We are going to bring back James Johnson and Keith Bogans. Melo declines. We have a lot of guys on good deals. Let's negotiate. We cannot get Joakim Noah back first. Can we even do that? Yes, we can. We'll give him 3 years, 13. D Rose goes up 1 overall. Luol Deng goes up 3. Boozer and Noah dropped a little bit. So we're looking to repeat here with D Rose, Luol Deng. Oh, he's probably the one that's taking up all of that money as well as Carlos Boozer. But that is okay. We might end up trading. Yeah, we're not going to end up trading Joakim Noah. Why will we do that? We'll catch you guys at the beginning of year 2. At the beginning of year 2, let's go look at the roster. It's not very much different than what it was last year. D Rose is over here. We added Luther Head, Zoran Dragic. The small forwards are all the same. Mirotic is our new draft pick, our first round draft pick. And we did get 2 new backup centers in Ethan Thomas and Nazir Muhammad. But we are trying to repeat here. Let's sim all the way over to the trade deadline, and hopefully we are in first place by that time. Not too bad of a start, 5-0. Lazar Hayward and Nikola Pekovic. We would do this. No, we will get. And we'll just do that 2016 first. Wow. That's a head scratcher. But we're not going to make any deal here. I think we can get 1 more year of Boozer. And you know what? Let's shop Boozer around a little bit, because this is going to be. And, well, of course we can't now, because Carlos Boozer goes down with a torn elbow ligament. Fantastic. Let's see what we could get for Mirotic and a future first, unprotected. Nuggets first round pick. And Kalena Azabuke. Oh, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're not going to make any deal at the deadline. It just would be stupid. We're 44-9. Let's go to some of our stats here. Not league leaders. Let's go to our player stats. D Rose is averaging 32 and 8 assists. Luol Deng is averaging 20 as well as Carlos Boozer. Kyle Korver is averaging 11 on 38% shooting this year, so he is going down. And Noah is down to 12 rebounds per game. And then here is the bench. Zoran Dragic not doing much. Here is Nikola Mirotic shooting 40% from the 3. Couldn't ask too much more of him. Pretty good season from him. Playing 23 games so far. And yeah, that's pretty much the highlight of this team. We kept the core together, and should we say we go for a 3-peat? Why not? Why not? All right, catch you guys at the end of season 2. We are 66-12. Oh, 68 and 13. We're gonna finish the season 68 and 14. I was about to say we are about to win 70 games. That would be awesome. But we do get a Derrick Rose MVP, 31 a game, 7 assists. Isaiah Thomas wins Rookie of the Year. Kenneth Fareed, 6th man. That's awesome. Dwight Howard, Depoy. James Harden, Most Improved. And we get Executive and Coach of the Year once again, as well as the MVP. That should be Derrick Rose's first MVP. Yep, first MVP. It was in 2012. In the sim, obviously. In real life, it was in 2011. But he is off to an insane career start here. Winning the finals, now winning MVP at 23 years old. And we did not go through the All-NBA teams. I apologize for that one. But let's just move on here to the playoffs, where we are taking on the number 8 seeded Boston Celtics. Let's see who they consist of. Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, KG. So same old with Jermaine O'Neal. Steve Novak getting minutes on this team. What is he averaging? 9 a game in the playoffs. Wow. And 18 minutes a night. Shane Battier is also here. And then we see Vucevic that went to Boston in the draft. Kendrick Perkins stays with Boston, as well as Nate Robinson. We should easily beat the old Chicago Bulls. The old Boston Celtics 3-0, and we do sweep them in the first round. We take on the Orlando Magic, and they take game 1. And they have Vince Carter, Dwight Howard, Jameer Nelson, JJ Redick, Rashad Lewis, Cartier Martin. Not really familiar with him, but that's a good name to probably look into. What happened here? D Rose, nothing really out of the ordinary. It was a normal game. We just lost. All right, so we got some competition here. We win game 2. They take game 3 at home. If they win here, that'd be bad. All right, we are down. We lost 4-1. Gentlemen swept by the Orlando Magic. And the Thunder end up winning the NBA Finals, beating the Orlando Magic. Russell Westbrook wins Final MVP. Let's see what KD put up. 33, 7, and 3. Wow, Westbrook, yes, easily takes that. So that is the end of year 2. The OKC Thunder end up winning the NBA Finals, which is amazing there, instead of the Miami Heat. Let's see any of the players that retired. Derek Fisher, Ben Wallace, Joe Smith, Eric Tampier, Peja. That's pretty cool. Jason Williams is here. I'm going to make sure he doesn't retire quite yet. Legend right there. And yeah, let's see you guys at the draft lottery. Minnesota Timberwolves end up picking number 1 overall again. Last year they went with Isaiah Thomas. This time it's via Memphis. And the Timberwolves have number 4 via the Jazz. Wow, they're just striking gold with their trades. We are picking 30th. You see the Rockets back to back. They're at 8 and 9. So yeah, here we go. Let's make our pick. Him English. Deron Lamb. Wow. I think we're just going to go with Deron Lamb for the vibes from Kentucky. That's him to the end of the draft. Anthony Davis goes number 1 overall to the T-Wolves. Dame goes to the Lakers. Brad Beal goes to the Pistons. Harry Barnes goes to the T-Wolves. Full fit for Draymond. And you see Chris Middleton going number 7 to the Kings. Let's see what Deron Lamb is overall. 70 overall. Myers Leonard went right before at 75. See some of the guys that went below him. CJ Williams. Tyler Zeller was still available. Marquise Teague was available. But I think we're good settling with that at shooting guard. We're probably not gonna play him very much at all. Anyways, maybe we could have went with Jared Cunningham instead. Let's sign him here to that 2-year deal. We'll offer that to Derrick Rose. Obviously, we're gonna have to go and sign him on a good deal. We'll give him 15 mil for 5 years. Wow, he was gonna leave to go to the Hornets. We're gonna have to match that for sure. So we do get D Rose back. He almost left to go to the Hornets. Maybe he wanted to change the scenery. He's been here for his whole career, you know. So maybe that's what he wanted. But we get him back here. We're gonna win a ring this year in 2013. Luol Deng in 85 overall. Here's our roster. We're running it back. We're gonna get a backup center. Is the team for the 2013 NBA season. D Rose is going to be running the point. CJ Watson at backup. Kyle Korver at the shooting guard. Deron Lamb backing him up. Luol Deng and Ronnie Brewer at the 3. Carlos Boozer at the 4. Joakim Noah at the center position. Not too many changes to this team. Let's go check out the player progression, and then we will catch you guys in the beginning of year 3. D Rose goes up to a 98. Luol Deng goes to an 86. Boozer's dropping as he ages. Maybe we move him this season to get an upgrade. Maybe him and Mirotic. Well, we'll see. Catch you guys at the beginning of year 3, the final season. Here we are at the beginning of year 3, running it back with the same core 4. We're going to simulate a little bit into the season, and then we're going to move Carlos Boozer. So we'll see you guys when it's time to possibly move Carlos Boozer. So here we are at 9-5. We're 6th in the conference. I think we do need to shake some things up. So we are going to do that Carlos Boozer, and Mirotic is hurt. So we will do Carlos Boozer. And Zoran Dragic. We're going to go with LaMarcus Aldridge and Greg Oden and see if we can also get Monte Ellis somehow. So we do make that deal. Actually, let's go check that out real quick, and then we will show you us trying to get Monte Ellis. But here it is. The Bulls trade Carlos Boozer, Zoran Dragic, and a first-round pick for this year for LaMarcus Aldridge and Greg Oden. I think it is a plus for us. Carlos Boozer is getting older. LaMarcus Aldridge is 27, younger, and only getting better. Everyone moving on from Zoran Dragic, who never really was going to be anything, and adding Greg Oden, a very solid backup center. So now let's try and get Monte Ellis. We're not going to be able to make this deal because Greg Oden is not available. That's okay. So this is the new lineup here. We got D Rose starting at the 1, Kyle Korver at the 2, Luol Deng at the 3. Then we shake it up at the power forward position with LaMarcus Aldridge. He's an inside, great inside scorer, great defender. Good post pair up with Joakim Noah there in the post. And we have D Rose, just being Derrick Rose, 99 overall at 24 years old. He's insane. Kyle Korver stretching the floor, and the Luol Deng doing his thing on defense, stretch. I was going to say a stretch 4, but he is kind of like a stretch 3 in a way, and a defender. So a 3 and D. Well, no. 3 and D player. All right, we'll catch you guys at the trade deadline and see if we want to make any other moves, but I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be just fine. Right, here we are at the trade deadline. Since we have traded for LaMarcus Aldridge, we have only lost 3 games. We're 43-8, first in the conference. Let's go over here and check out some of these stats. Derrick Rose averaging 35 and 10, going for that back-to-back MVP and trying to win another ring. Luol Deng averaging 22. LaMarcus Aldridge at 17 and 6 a game. providing 1 block a game as well. Joakim Noah averaging 11 boards. Kyle Korver doing Kyle Korver things, shooting 41% from the 3. And then backing it up, Greg Oden at 11 points per game and 11 rebounds. And then you can check out the rest of this team. Duran Lamb really hasn't played. Mirotic getting some more minutes here. Kind of disappointing. Wouldn't bring him back more than likely on his rookie deal just because he's not being able to shoot very well. 36, but he is improving to 38% this year. But there is the stats at the mid-season. Let's go see who is an all-star. We're not going to make any other moves. We're pretty satisfied with our team here. We're 45 and 8, 47 and 8 at the all-star break. Derrick Rose starting at point guard. These all-star jerseys are sick. And that is it for the Chicago Bulls, but Derrick Rose making it again to the all-star team. Let's sim all the way until the end of the season and focus on getting Derrick Rose his 2nd ring in the final 3rd season. We're 70 and 9 at the end of the season. 71 and 9. 72 and 10. We almost go 73 and 9. But Derrick Rose wins MVP again. Anthony Davis is your Rookie of the Year. Steve Nash winning 6th man. I did get offered Steve Nash. I think it was for Carlos Boozer. Obviously didn't take that. Depoy goes to AD in his rookie year. Most improved goes to Cat. We win Coach of the Year once again. And we don't win Executive of the Year, but maybe we should have making that LaMarcus Aldridge move because ever since we did that, we only lost 4 games the rest of the year. D-Rose, 1st team All-NBA. Timmy D's on there. Anthony Davis makes 2nd team in his rookie season. Steph Curry is on the 3rd team. Abraham Sampson makes it. He was the 9th pick in the 2011 draft. Not a real player, obviously, but he is on the 3rd team. DeMarcus Cousins as well. Here is all defensive teams. Nobody for the Bulls. And here is the All-NBA, All-Rookie 1st teams, I should say. Will Barton, throwback, one of my favorite guys. And let's see, we're taking on the Wizards in the 1st round. Let's see who they have. They did get John Wall in the draft. Oh no, so he was on the team already. He was drafted in 2010. Deion Waiters ends up going there instead of Bradley Beal. And not a bad pickup for them. Gilbert Arenas is still here. Royce White. Okay, that's a throwback name. Carl Landry, Nick Young. All right, so this team is decent and young, but we should easily beat them as they're very inexperienced. We're up 2-0. They win game 3. They win game 4. And win game 5. Did I just jinx it? Go to a game 7. And we are eliminated. Derrick Rose gets eliminated in the 1st round after we just lost 9 games all season. We lost to the Wizards. I jinxed it. We were up 2-0. I don't know what else to say now. This is disappointing. This is very disappointing. Let's simulate the playoffs. Of course, the Wizards don't win, but the Heat win. LeBron finally gets his 1st ring in Miami. Is this LeBron's 1st ring in Miami? Wow, this is LeBron's 1st ring in 2013. Is that what he... No, he won in 2011. Yeah. So LeBron wins his 1st ring in his NBA career, finally beating the Thunder, the reigning NBA champs. Derrick Rose does not get his 2nd ring, but he does win 2 MVPs. We win 1 ring in our 1st season. And I would say this was a very successful 3-year rebuild. And thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.